guys, that we push on social media. And one of the narratives that's being pushed, and I understand it. I understand the narrative. I can relate to it because I'm big on this too. We we talk about the New England Patriots haven't played anybody yet. Now during the regular season, New England Patriots can't control that. The NFL the NFL actually makes the schedule long before. Um, I think they take 2 or 3 years. It's kind of it's just the only thing that's different is about three different games that they'll add to your schedule. But for the most part, it's already put together, and it is what it is. Like people, oh, well, New England had a fourth place schedule, or they had to. No, actually, their entire division played pretty much the same people. It's just weird, but they give you three extra games or three hard games um, that, that they may add. But New England, we use that narrative. We like using that narrative, and I'm just gonna tell y'all something. Y'all need to really look at this though. Forget the regular season. When the New England Patriots entered the playoffs, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, I think the first person they had to play was the Chargers. And they played the Chargers. What up, Chom? They played the Chargers, and the Chargers at that time had a pretty nasty defense, ranked definitely in the top five, and did very well. And they beat the Chargers. And a lot of people didn't have them beating the Chargers. I did because I just didn't trust the Chargers in the playoffs. Um, but a lot of people didn't have New England beating the Chargers. They said they would be a first round exit. New England would be a first round exit, no hands about it. They didn't play anybody during the regular season. They didn't do this. They didn't do that. They gotta go. What up, Cody? They gotta go. Um, they beat the Chargers. Now, when they beat the Chargers, I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't sold that the New England Patriots can beat the Texans because of the Texas defense, but they went in and they beat the Texans. Now, regardless of what happened, they still beat the Texans. That was probably one of the nastiest defenses I've seen in a very, very long time. I'm talking about they had their shit together. And I watched the New England Patriots beat them. Then they had to travel to Denver, in Denver, and beat that defense. Now, true to the form, the Denver Broncos was missing Bo Nix. We know that. They was playing with a second string quarterback that hadn't played in years. We got to put that into context just to get everybody to understand. But that didn't change anything about the Denver Broncos defense, though. The Denver Broncos defense was the Denver Broncos defense, and New England beat Denver. So here we are now, basically using the same narrative about the Seattle Seahawks. We got to stop this. I'm going to tell you why we got to stop this. These guys are in the Super Bowl. Anything can happen now. They made it to the top. Anything can happen. And here's why I say all this. I'm just saying everybody to understand this. Both teams need to be respected. Forget about their schedule. It's not right. It's not right to penalize a team for their schedule. Now, I know you guys know this. Anybody who watch college football, it's somewhere along the line, you play against teams that are inferior to you, you start getting mega, mega confidence. And I can remember games in the middle of the season where a lot of people thought New England was going to lose. I mean, they went off into Buffalo and beat Buffalo. They gave up a 21-point lead in New England to Buffalo. I'm on the same kick that I was on yesterday with Sam Darnold. Man, at some point we got to give New England credit. At some point we got to give New England their respect. They are here with a second year quarterback, a first year coach, even though he has experience and the offense coordinator has experience, but it's still a first year coach with New England. And I'm saying, I just think that at some point we got to give these guys credit. This is one Super Bowl that there's no losers. There's no losers. And I say that there's no participation awards. There's no kudos for being close. But come on, man. These guys, how many games did New England win last year? What they won? Did they win 4? I don't even know if they won 4 games. But they turned that crap around. I get it, Justina, but you understand what I'm saying. They deserve just a little bit of respect, don't you think? They went from 4-13 to the Super Bowl. Now, it's not a lot of teams that do that. The Rams did it. I mean, a lot of, I'm sorry, we can't name 10 teams that have ever done that. I mean, like, they they deserve respect. I mean, let's just be honest, Justine. If the Denver Broncos were in the same situation as New England, which they kind of was, because Denver 2 years ago made the playoffs after a dismal season and got bounced in the first round. They were in the same, basically the same situation as the New England Patriots, and Sean Payton has turned that team around to get them to the AFC. What's up? What's up, Almighty? To get them to the AFC Championship. What's up, Callie? I'm just trying to get everybody to understand that I get it. You may not like the team. I get it. You may not like their quarterback. You may not like the coaching staff. You may not like none of that stuff, but you got to give them respect. Justine, I'm going to be honest with you. The Denver Broncos are in my division. I don't cheer for the Denver Broncos during the regular season. I want them to lose. But I got a lot of respect for the Denver Broncos because Denver changed that, Sean Payton changed that culture of that team and got them in the AFC Championship, and it was this close to making it to the Super Bowl. I'm going to give y'all respect. That's respect to me. I'm sorry. Now, if you guys fall completely off next year, don't make the playoffs, don't win 5 games, I would say, okay, that's just it. You wasn't really as good as you thought. I just don't see that happening with Denver. So, and I don't see that happening with New England either. Imagine how hard this is to take 30 players you bring in 30 new players into your culture with a second-year quarterback who don't even know anything about leadership yet. That was obvious when I watched them in training camp. And these dudes are in the Super Bowl. Like, really, they were taking people who were badly balling at other teams and made them freaking stars. So come on, guys. Like, yeah, that's right. Denver did lose their offensive coordinator. So I'm just trying to get everybody to understand. At some point, you gotta give people respect. They gotta get their respect. It doesn't matter if they lose or win now. I mean, let's just be honest. We all watch Rocky. After we saw Rocky sit there and fight and get little Apollo, beat the hell out of him, at some point in the movie, you were saying, man, just if you could just survive. I mean, if you could just survive, I respect you. I mean, like, because Apollo beating the crap out of you. Then that's what made that movie so damn powerful, because we saw somebody literally will themselves to just finishing the damn fight. So, and when I see stuff like that, I got nothing but respect for that. That was based off a true story. Well, the story came from something that happened in real boxing. All I'm just trying to get everybody to understand is, you see, crazy you say this way. I'm watching Rocky right now. I mean, so I'm just trying to get everybody to understand that at some point you got to give them respect, even if you don't like them. You can give them respect. I mean, like, let's be real. So, as Swag, speaking of that, you watched the boxing match on Saturday. No, I didn't watch it, man. I wasn't paying for it. I used to be able to get it free, but I don't get it free no more, so I wasn't paying for it. I just look. I barely can pay my cell phone bill. I'm telling y'all right now, it's going to be rough in the next couple of days. I'm just trying to get you guys to understand you get it free with Not Move Podcast. Okay, JB, I'm gonna hit you up on that. So I'm just gonna tell everybody, let's give these people some respect, man. Let's give New England some respect, regardless if you like them or not, because New England deserve respect. Like, I mean, they just deserve it. And you guys got to admit, I would love to see Sam Darnold hoist the trophy up because of all the disrespect he got. I mean, so, like, that's how I see everything playing out. Now, let's get into the show. I just wanted to share that with y'all as the introduction and what we're going to be talking about today. So, what we're going to be talking about today is respect. I mean, what teams, what players do you believe that deserve respect? No, we're not finished to hop on the Super Bowl every freaking day, guys. I'm sorry. But what team and what players do you think deserve respect? Like, we're going to talk about a host of players. We've been dogging, and let me tell you where this conversation comes from. This conversation comes from how many people that have been dogging elite players, from Josh Allen to Patrick Mahomes to Lamar Jackson. And what we say is, and we're only talking about their play. So that's what we're talking about, not their accomplishments, even though their accomplishments matter, but their play is what we're talking about. And I'm telling you right now, I go around social media and it's a lot of disrespect for guys who can really, really play the game. I mean, that's all the way down to Drake May and Sam Darnold. I mean, like Isaac saying Jalen Hurts is overrated. It depends on who you rate, who rating him. Because me personally, I always had Jalen Hurts where I had Jalen Hurts. I don't see him as overrated or underrated because of where I have his expectations at. I know what type of quarterback Jalen Hurts is. I understand what type of quarterback he is. It's some of the Philadelphia Eagle fans who try to make Jalen Hurts bigger than what he is. And that's the problem with social media. And Jalen Hurts is going to be part of the subject today. I mean, so guys, if you're coming up on the panel, that's what we're talking about this morning. Hold on, I want to talk to JB. JB, what's up, man?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up? Look, I'm gonna get with you on that too, because I wanna. Sometimes some fights I do want to watch. I wouldn't watch that fight the other night, regardless. I mean, because I just can't. I'm too busy right now dealing with my football stuff.
Swag.
I don't know about you, JB. It's a lot of moves being made right now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of teams. It's a lot of teams are trying to climb out of the cellar. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing. When I see that, JB, I have a lot of respect for teams who are just tired of losing. Who are like, for instance, I think, and you guys can help me and correct me if I'm wrong, but just knowing football the way y'all see football right now, right? Do y'all think the Dallas Cowboys are making enough moves right now?
No.
Like if the Dallas Cowboys truly want to win next year, shouldn't they be making moves now?
Yep.
I think a lot of Dallas's moves, and I think it's a philosophy that they've used the past 4 or 5 years, really. They want to be loud in the draft and not necessarily in free agency. Though I do agree with what you're saying and that they probably should start being a little louder. But I think their biggest concerns right now are more in-house, keeping George Pickens, whether or not it's a franchise tag or whatever. Keeping Javonte Williams, I think, is a big concern there as well. Javonte had by far the best year of his career. So I think their concerns are more in-house than out-of-house. However, I think they want to be loud at the draft more than anything.
Let me ask, and I thank you, Cody, for that. Cody, great take on that. Great take on that. Sean, what do you think about that? Like, cause we're gonna go through team. I mean, it's not. I swear, if y'all help me, we're gonna go through all this different. Cause here's why I say that. Right now, if your ass didn't make the playoffs, you should be busy. You should be. I'm sorry. If I was the general manager right now, I would be busy. I would be on that phone. I would be like, this is the plan of action. And I'm sure that they may be doing that, but I don't think they are. I mean, I just don't think they are. I think they're literally on vacation right now. But that's just me. Well, go ahead, Sean. What you think about that, man? Don't you think Dallas should be making moves?
Hell yeah. Yeah, I think they should add some more depth on that D line. They need secondary like a mud. You know, because their corners were getting toasted last year. They were giving up what 30 points a game. Like, come on, man.
Let's say, Sean, come on, man. I mean,
I don't know the situation with George Pickens. I don't really care.
Likely to be franchise tagged.
Well, you don't franchise tag George Pickens.
Yeah.
You pay him.
Well, So the
Yes,
thing is
you
with
pay.
Dallas's money situation right now is they probably aren't going to have what George Pickens wants. But if there is one thing that Jerry Jones is good at, it's for some reason giving players these promises. And I'm sure what he's telling George Pickens right now is, look, we don't have the money to make it shake right now. But if you let me franchise tag you, we'll be in talks during the season. And I bet you, and if they do franchise tag him, I wouldn't be shocked if George Pickens gets paid midway through next year.
Do you know the salary cap, Cody?
I don't know Dallas's number off the top of my head.
All I know
Okay.
is the NFL moved that salary cap up to 301 million.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
Dallas's number, but like I said, Jerry,
Who
I
did-
like
wait,
George
hold on,
Pickens as
hold
a
on.
player.
I got a good question from Joe. Joe's, why don't you bring your ass
And
on up?
Taylor let off
Yeah,
a
George
court
Pickens'
handcuffs.
agent is also the same guy that's Micah Parsons' agent, so they're going to
Joe,
get the
just
most
come
amount of
up.
money.
Come up, Joe's. You don't have to be in the audience. I told you that before. You don't have to be in the audience. Joe's got a good question. Who's George Pickens' agent?
The same guy that's Micah Parsons' agent.
Which is Drew Rosenfeld?
Oh boy,
Is
that's
that
gonna be
Drew
interesting.
Rosenhaus?
No, it's not Drew Rosenhaus.
It's not
Somebody
Drew.
different, but it's
Someone
Micah
different.
Parsons' agent.
Who, what,
The same guy. So they're
Hey, nah, his agent's David Mulugeta.
That's
Yeah.
who it is. Yep.
same
yeah,
guy.
David
Parsons.
Mulugeta, yep.
But yeah, they're going to be getting the max amount of money, and if there's one thing that dude's good at, it's getting people paid. So
Hell yeah. And
Even
he's
Drew
good at
Rosenhaus.
he's good at holding out to get his players paid.
You know what the thing about it is let me ask y'all. You know, y'all know how I am. I gotta play devil's advocate with this one, okay? And I'm gonna start with JB. JB, if I have the rights to George Pickens, right? I have the rights to him. I franchise tag him. Do I trade him?
I mean, look,
It
I
depends
mean-
what you're getting back.
it depends, but you look. What's his face? Dak Prescott. This is the first time I've ever heard Dak Prescott willing to take a cut to keep somebody. And I heard him saying a few weeks ago that he was willing to give us some money to keep George Pickens. So, I mean, I would probably keep him. I mean, I don't know why Jerry wouldn't. Jerry likes him. Jerry loves Pickens.
You know, if Jerry loves him, he gonna keep him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he keeps him. I would personally probably. I mean, I don't know, man.
I don't
Keep my quarterback happy. Look, like I said, Dak seems to be really good friends with him. Seems to like him a lot. Whatever. I mean, I don't hear him talking like that about CeeDee Lamb.
You know
Because
what?
CeeDee Lamb is already paid. So
Everybody is in
Right, but-
he's talking about the way he likes it, not the way he likes
Right.
it.
I'm talking about the way he talks, not about his pockets. My guy.
Michael T says sign him, period. In other words, don't put him on a franchise tag, just sign him. That's going to depend on, you got to understand, if you sign, listen, guys, if you sign George Pickens to the kind of money that you got to sign, you're going to have to actually pay George Pickens like number one money. Like, it's gonna be a chunk of change.
Right.
not-
And I don't think
he's
he
not-
has to accept the franchise tag. I mean, I'm looking it
He
up
does not.
now, but I don't know if he has to accept it.
He
He
does not.
doesn't.
So
he doesn't.
George Pickens has said it's again still the biggest reason that Pittsburgh traded him. The head pace thing was not the reason. The biggest reason that Pittsburgh even traded him in the first place is Pickens wanted high-end wide receiver one money, and at the time, that was not money that Pittsburgh was willing to shell out for what George Pickens had shown them. Pickens, he does not have to accept the franchise tag, but I would be like, if they do franchise tag him, Swag, I'd be shocked if they trade him. I would be genuinely shocked.
I don't think they should trade him either, but I was just playing devil's advocate. You know, I
Yeah,
got
I know.
somebody.
You always like to do that. You always like to be that guy.
I mean, like Cali. Hold on, before I come to Cali, I want to go to Tim. Tim, this is your division. What do you think? You think they trade? You think they franchise tag Pickens and then trade him?
They're not.
I just gotta play around with that.
They're not gonna do anything until after June 1st. You're not gonna see the Cowboys do anything until June 1st, because as of right now, with the current cap status, they're negative 31 million.
Yep.
Dallas is ranked 29th in cap space.
Yeah,
They're negative. They are not in good space. But people that aren't familiar with how the contracts and how everything's broken down is dead cap money versus active cap money. June 1st is the designation date. So if you hold a player after June 1st, when the actual football season starts in March, your cap money for the next year clears up. So they're in June. To your point, if Dallas is going to do anything, it's going to be heavily done in June.
Yep.
It's going to be all focused in June. Because
I'm glad you cleared that up for me, because now when I say doing something, guys, and I saying being active, I'm saying we're not hearing rumors, we're not doing anything, we're not hearing nothing about Dallas. That's what I was talking about too.
I got you. I mean, and I'm just saying, because you got a decent amount of people paying attention, teams cannot physically or not technically allowed to make phone calls to free agents or players. Now, we all know how that works. If they happen to be at a golf outing, conversations happen. Like there's loopholes to this.
Drew Rosenhaus.
There's loopholes to this stuff. But realistically, your March designation is when you're actually able to start talking to free agents.
Hey, Drew Rosenhaus ain't never followed that rule. I can tell y'all that.
Never.
You want to hear my favorite conversation from this past week? So I was lucky enough to be at the Senior Bowl. I'm waiting in line for the media to walk in with the media. Guess who comes into the wrong line directly behind me? Drew Rosenhaus. He's standing right behind me. And I'm sitting there and I say, "What's up?" And I turn back around and he gets on the phone. No, I can talk. I can't give details right now. I can't talk till I'm inside. But right now we're looking at about $20 million a year. We're gonna be discussing deeply. We're gonna talk to the team a little bit more. And I'm like, son of a bitch, who's he talking about? Because I started Googling who his players were. I was like, who is he talking about? That's worth $20 million a year.
You know what's funny? We talk about Drew Rosenhaus, but I'm gonna tell you, Lee Steinberg. I mean, like I'm telling y'all right now, all of a sudden you just happen to be at a restaurant with him. How that work? I mean, like, I'm at the restaurant, you at the restaurant. Technically, we're not talking, but we're talking. I mean, yeah, these guys don't follow the rules when it comes to that. I can just tell y'all that right now. But I had to play devil's advocate on that. I want to hear what Kyle, what you got to say about this, man?
What's going on, Swag? So if I'm Dallas, I'm doing everything in my power to keep Pickens. I don't care. I'm doing whatever I got to do, however I got to do it to keep dude. Him and Dak seem to have a much better chemistry situation on the field than he does with CD. And also with Pickens, it takes something off of CD as well. He don't get double and triple team. You know what I'm saying? So I would do whatever I got to do to keep Pickens. But also, if you can't keep Pickens, Dallas, it's several teams that's going to be hollering and trying to see about Pickens. For sure. There's several teams that are devoid of receiver talent, mine being one of them. So, you know what I'm saying? Mine being one of them. We would love to have George Pickens at this moment. I mean, but yeah, if I'm Dallas, keep him.
He'll be number one in San Francisco.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's without question.
If he without question. Free agent, he is the
and
free
we would pay
market.
him.
Yeah. If he hits the free agent market, Swag, watch Tennessee to be a big player.
Mm-hmm.
I was just about to say that
because
too.
they're probably not going to draft
over 100 million.
Yeah, they're probably not going to draft a receiver with their pick, with their third overall pick. Watch them to be a huge player and get Cam Ward a bona fide one.
Yeah.
You know what? JJ agreed with you too. He said that Tennessee will be a big player.
Yeah, I think Tennessee. I think it would come down to Tennessee and New England. I know we've heard the talk about
Raiders.
New England and AJ Brown, but
Swag, because I think either Tennessee or the Patriots might, if he's available, he might be on one of those teams next year because Tennessee got $100 million in cap space. So,
and the Raiders are right behind them with $90 million.
If I'm the Raiders, I'm on the telephone. Secretly on the telephone. I'm like, hey, check this out, whoever.
Y'all trade that dude to the Raiders.
No, don't do that, bro.
I'm secretly on the phone like, hey, let me,
come on, bro.
what do you need? We ain't got to tell nobody.
Come on, bro. We gotta Eric, I mean, we gotta have a prayer for the Raiders, bro.
Let me tell y'all something. When the shoe game said the Raiders name, it almost felt like y'all were in pain. No,
don't do it, bro.
No, man.
Come on, bro.
It's crazy stuff. But watch this. Let me just shock the panel and move into the AFC just for a second, right? We can talk about George Pickens the entire show if we wanted to, but no, I'm sorry, because I got Tim on here now, and I got a lot of New England fans in the audience. Tim, do y'all trade AJ Brown to New England?
No.
Bro.
Whoa.
Swag, why I just did that on Mac?
Let him answer, bro. Let him answer.
Yeah, but I mean, so here's the biggest thing.
I want to hear Tim. Because Tim gonna give you the truth. So go with Tim.
So here's the biggest thing. There's wide receivers are divas. Everybody knows that. You know what I mean? Everybody. It's just it comes the nature of the beast. Now, some of the most highlighted ones recently have been the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah, okay. Is that a wide receiver saying that? But one of the biggest things is people are missing the fact that AJ Brown is on a steal of a contract right now. Like people don't realize that because they signed him before the last salary cap bump. They signed him before all these other receivers started getting their big paydays. AJ Brown went from a top 5 paid wide receiver when he got picked up to currently as a top 15. He's getting $23 million a year, which is pennies on the dollar compared to what other top receivers. And he's signed until 2029. They will not move him because of the dead cap hit this year until June 1st, which will be after the draft. So if there is a team looking to pick him up, it'll be at that June 1st, if he really wants out and he's talking to management and saying, I need to get out of here. If he's not saying that, it wouldn't be until next season because of the way his contract's set up.
I also think that they're going to make somebody overpay for AJ Brown. They're going to maximize their return. I know at the beginning of the year, the talks were a little bit more in terms of price, but now it's only a third and fifth. Philadelphia, if there's one thing about Howie Roseman, he's going to get the most for his money. So I could actually see somebody massively overpaying for AJ Brown.
Not this year.
Get him at the draft.
His dead cap number is $72 million.
And that's fine, Tim. But if Howie makes them massively overpay,
I don't see that happening. You know what I mean? Like I don't see a team picking up his dead cap money, and I don't see the Eagles paying it. It's just the nature of the beast. You know what I mean? But his dead cap money. If there's a different team that's offered, but see that's the thing. Like you're not just covering the dead cap money. So if a team was to say, yeah, we're going to cover that dead cap money right now at close to $73 million, and we're going to give up a first round, that's going to be an unhappy fan base.
Hey, Tim, I'm going to tell you something that I tell Swag all the time. There's a sucker born every day.
Yep.
That is true.
Somebody Raiders will overpay to get that man on their squad and pay whatever need to be paid. There is a sucker born every day.
We act like there ain't. We act like there ain't fucking. But Howie's not the sucker. We're not saying Howie's the sucker.
He's not the sucker, but he's gonna sucker somebody. We make him what he wants.
Yeah.
There's a sucker born every day. Swag. You know I say that all the time, bro.
That's a fact.
It's a sucker born the Raiders.
Man, why y'all keep throwing shots at the Raiders, bro? Golly.
I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
But I mean, in all honesty, if before June 1st, a team comes to Howie and says, I'm going to give you a first round and cover your dead cap money, it would be ludicrous not to accept that.
What about Brandon Ayuk isn't a free agent, is he? He's still under contract. What if they did a swap?
They would need to trade him, yeah. They need to trade Brandon Ayuk.
It had to be a trade.
Hey, Joe.
That's what I just asked.
Yeah. But Brandon Ayuk's number is not much better. You know what I mean? So and you're getting
but that's the same type of situation as swapping Kyler Murray and fucking Tua, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that either.
Jones,
I wouldn't do that either.
Contract. Nobody else can do it. They want. They
Hey,
need to get rid of
Swagg is
both
trying
of
to
them.
talk.
Hold on, Jones, drop down for me for a second. Jones, you hear me?
Yes, I'm about to.
Okay, drop down for me. This conversation about to get crazy. I want you guys.
We're about to say hi to Santana. There he is. That was coming.
Where's my picture at?
So hold on. Howard Roseman will find a sucker. I'm just telling you right now.
I'm saying.
I'm trying to tell you.
I'm telling you now. I don't know if now I'm gonna tell you something right now. I don't know if it's gonna be the Raiders, but I'm telling y'all right now, and hear me when I say this: the New England Patriots will overplay for AJ Brown.
I'm saying.
Wow.
That would be wild. That would be wild.
They will.
Hey, Swag, why you
Santana, what you got to say?
Hey, Swag, I got another team that's a dark horse. What about Seattle?
No.
No.
Hell
No.
No,
And they get all that
No.
because
No, sir.
I'll tell you,
No, sir.
I can show you why. Swag, put me in the big screen. I can show you
Hell
why.
no.
Well, nobody don't want to see Gilly.
Gilly off of there?
Seattle has to worry
Damn, Swagg, is
about.
that you smoking?
They have to worry about that, Cali.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm letting him walk after that playoff game.
Facts.
He can go to hell.
They got to worry about that.
Okay.
I'm about to say K9.
They got to worry about
Yeah,
that.
K9.
Oh,
I
okay,
would.
that's-
Yeah, they got a
they're
lot of
probably gonna
worries.
release- Actually, they're probably gonna let K9 walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cannon's gone. Cannon's gone.
Yeah,
They're
so
going.
They're
they-
probably
They're
letting
getting
him
rid of Cannon.
walk.
And
And is it a player on the D line? I believe.
and
Man, I
and
want him.
Yeah, Leonard Williams.
and I don't give a
Big
and I don't
cat.
give a damn. I don't give a damn what Sam Darnold's contract is. They're gonna have to bump that up a little bit.
Yeah, they got to. They don't have a choice at this point. Yes, they do.
So
yeah.
So Seattle is out. We got that.
Yeah,
Santana,
Seattle out.
Seattle.
Okay.
But
I'm
also,
telling y'all right now, and AJ Brown ain't going to the Raiders. I'm gonna tell y'all that right
No,
Yeah, he
no,
not.
because I was
No,
gonna.
no,
I was
no.
gonna.
I'm telling you, it's probably New England is the only spot that overpays for him.
Because I was gonna say that, Swag.
Tennessee?
You think his agent is
No,
really
he
gonna
ain't
let
going.
him go to the goddamn Raiders?
No,
No.
hell no.
That's a poverty franchise, bro.
I mean, like, because this it's a great.
Tornado sirens.
It's a great.
He would have to get the
Raiders is a great
craziest
dog.
contract of all time to go to the Raiders.
Facts.
Santana,
would have-
Santana, are you on the
Bro, did
Santana? Are
y'all
you on the
like-
same page as me? You
Bro,
think
did
he's
y'all
going
forget
anywhere?
who the Raiders owner
Um,
is? He will do stupid
You're
stuff.
reading me like a book, my friend.
Listen,
Yeah,
listen.
there's no reason.
Okay. Okay, so here's what I need to understand. Here's what I want Philadelphia fans to understand. You just got a new offense coordinator who throws the ball 61% of the time.
Mhm.
And so that tells me right there. Now I don't see any offense coordinator check. Now I don't know if this offense coordinator is coming over there to run the offense exclusively, or is he's coming over there to learn you guys' offense so he can run that offense. Y'all got to help me out with that one, because when I seen who you got, it made me think you can really change your scheme.
We are changing our scheme, and you know who they brought in? The guy I actually wanted as our OC that I was pushing for. I think I said it on JB's panel. I've said it on some other ones. I came out right out the gate and said that I liked Tampa Bay's Blizzard. I loved it. I thought we should bring him in as a. What did we do? We didn't sign him as the OC, but guess what? We got him as the passing game coordinator and the QB coach. So that puts two young offensive minds in the same room with the strategic thought to go from the outside in. So if anybody understands that, you're not, even though we're a run-based team, they're going to take some of that negative mindset last year of how Saquon was getting bottled up at the line and try to open things up. As they open things up, then all of a sudden Saquon has another strong year. They're like, what happened? What? Saquon wasn't doing this last year. Watch the tape. Watch the tape. If anybody understands football, watch the tape.
So my thing is, again, this is what Jalen Hurts like 6 offense coordinator. How many offense coordinators is he had?
Now this is his 12th in 13 years.
Golly, bro.
Going back to college, this will be his 12th OC in 13 seasons.
All right. So now
I'm surprised that his hairline now ever see.
And for those of y'all who didn't understand what Tim was saying, he said from the outside in, which means I'm gonna throw the rock and make you respect it, then I'm gonna run it up your throat. That's what he's talking about. So I like that idea, but what I really like the most is you said something that I said that Jalen Hurts needed 2 years ago, a good quarterbacks coach. You gotta throw the ball. You gotta throw the ball across the middle, Jalen. You gotta throw the ball.
So
people gotta understand that you can throw the ball in a
I'm gonna do
of ways. I mean, like
because 825 is fair game.
Damn.
Say it again, Santana.
I think he was talking to somebody else, work related.
So guys, we ain't gonna stay on Philadelphia. I just wanted to throw that in there because that's something that I'm curious about myself, and I want to see how it all unfolds. And Tim,
Swagg, are you at all are you at all questioning their free agents that they have coming that they need to come back? I'm looking at it right now. The only reason I'm asking.
Who are the free agents?
Dallas Goedert, Nakobe Dean,
the
Reed
big ones that
Blankenship.
I would say, Goddard, Blankenship, Jalen
Nakobe
Phillips will
Dean.
probably walk. Dotson probably walks. They'll probably bring back Braden Mann. Adoree Jackson probably walks. AJ Dillon probably walks. Nakobe
Adoree
Dean,
Jackson definitely gone.
I don't know about Nakobe Dean. And then the last guy that I would say that they even bring back is Calcaterra.
Listen, Swagg. I'm gonna tell you now. We got so many free agents that's not worth talking about except the people I named. And this is in order for me. Jalen Phillips.
He walks.
They keep him.
Dallas Goedert.
They should be signed.
Keep him.
Nakobe Dean.
Resign.
And Reed Blankenship. And out of those four, Jalen Phillips should be priority number one.
Facts.
Nakobe Dean can walk. He's looking for money. We have Jahad Campbell to fill that void. And you know, Swagg, we drafted him injured, and every year we had him. He's been injured every year. When he's on the field and healthy, he's productive, but he gets hurt every year.
He's talking about
you don't want Calcaterra back?
No.
Can't block. You mean can't block Katera?
To save his life. He can catch, but he can't block. Dallas Goedert, he's broke some type of tight end record for most TDs or some shit like that. And he's in his he's like 30, 31. He's gonna want money. We don't have money to pay him. He can walk. Reed Blankenship had a very, very down year. He can walk. And Kobe Bryant is a free agent. I will go for him if I was Howard. Put him in the safety, and he can play DB. That's for me, my opinion. But we all know ain't shit happening, Swagg, until Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter get paid. Ain't nothing happening until they get paid. They are the priorities.
So it's crazy when I look at those free agents. I was actually shocked. Not at you, Santana. I was shocked that a lot of people thought Blankenship. They wanted Blankenship back, right? Because this is his fifth year, right?
Correct.
Let me tell y'all something. If you're not a worthy, when I say worthy secondary player, your ass is gonna walk.
But here's the biggest thing with that, Swagg, is people don't. I mean, as a football nerd, people don't understand being the quarterback of the secondary. That's been Reed Blankenship's key role, is wearing the green dot and being the leader of those DBs. Now, unless somebody is prepared to step into that role, sometimes the mental is just as valuable as the physical. So when you bring a player in, depending on what he's going to want to get paid this year, with to Santana's point that it was a down year, if he be coming back on a team-friendly deal,
that's cool.
Then you're good. If he's looking to get paid, then I agree with Santana.
Similar to what Deshaun Elliott did for us last year.
So he's looking to get paid, and he's not worth it. He can go. Nolan Smith can go, for all I care. He can go too. Like long as Jordan Davis and long as Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter get taken care of, after that, listen, if we got something on the pie for you, hey, take your slice. But if we don't, you can go. Bye.
I wanna start this conversation now. JB, you there? You there, JB?
Y'all finna talk about y'all.
Wait, Swagg, I got a question for you.
Yeah, I'm here.
You see, I talked to JB about this earlier. You see what I got on the screen?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you this, Santana. I've been waiting for you. You'd make a good, I think you picked the wrong profession, but you'd make a good like house salesman, auto salesman, someone like that. I think you need this. I can see me putting you with this right here.
I'm just saying, JB, I think this would be good for y'all.
That man needs to go to
no. Like I said, we are 50 million in the hole, bro. We ain't got the time nor the money
to be looking at a player like this when there is multiples of them for dirt cheap in the draft right now. Quit trying to sell me a car that I don't need. I got a big family, my guy. I don't need a quarterback.
Santana, you
Okay,
want to know
what
why
about
they don't
this?
need that, man? You want to know why they don't need Brees Hall? Because they're about to get this guy right here.
Don't say Jeremiah Love.
We don't need.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Hey, look, we don't need the Green Bay Packers 2.0 and fucking have 6 fucking number 2s. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
hold on, put it back up
When
there.
when you get guys, when y'all get guys, I'm just telling y'all right now.
That's the wrong focus, Cody.
He about to get terrible.
Here's the
And
thing.
Tim,
Here's one thing I'm gonna tell all you guys so y'all understand something. First of all, I never really try to predict what Brett Beach do because I never know what he's thinking. But one thing I can say is JB's right. I ain't giving you all that money when I can go in the draft.
Exactly.
That's not doing it. I mean, like, okay. So let's talk about teams that have been established and they're always up there every single year. What's their strength is real simple. I got a rookie. I drafted him 5 years. I got him for 5 years. Right? And in 5 years, I'm trying to get to a Super Bowl and win. And if I got several of them, I got 5 years. When their time is up and their 5 years is up, all I do is just replenish it. That's all I do.
Yep, that's where we're at.
I mean, and it's the way you can play around with that salary cap. So you don't have to worry about that. I gotta just sign rookies versus signing somebody who wants 30 million or 27 million or 26 million and can't be on the damn field but half of the damn season.
Mhm.
I mean, like,
Sorry, Alexander.
Nick Bosa.
Sorry, Alexander.
Nick Bosa.
Sorry, Alexander.
I mean, I don't know. No, when it's like this. One of the things I was waiting for you guys to say it, but I'm getting ready to move to the New York Giants because I believe that they're worthy to talk about.
Oh, let me pull that for you.
Jackson Dart
Oh,
has
wow.
I
Hold
just
on,
seen
hold on.
Jackson Dart blowing up what's his face to make sure that he gets a say so in the OC that he hires.
Let's see. The New York.
He ain't ready for that, man. He's not proving yet.
Swag, do you want to hear their
that
free agents?
that quarterbacks has to be proven in order to have a say so in it.
Who was their free
I mean,
agent? Who's their free
So
agent?
their biggest one, like not biggest in terms of
EB.
it's Russ. Russ is the first guy on the list. You have Jermaine Illuminor, Evan Neal, Greg Van Roten, Wandale Robinson. I think Wandale should be one of your top priorities. I think bringing him back is a great move. Casey Kreider, Chris Manhurts, Cordell Flott could be a big one to bring back. Gunnar Olszewski, I wouldn't worry too much about. Daniel Bellinger, Isaiah Hodgins, not really many other. I mean, not a ton of other people other than that. It's just a bunch of rotational guys. I think if you're gonna put shut up, laptop. You're gonna put a name to it more than anything. I would say that I personally would have Wandale as your number one priority.
What's Desi Banks' contract?
Jesse Bates.
No. Desi Banks on DB on the Giants.
No, he's out of Maryland. He's got one more year left. I don't know what his contract is.
Man, that year got to hurry up and Brett Beach bring him over here. That's my boy. Please.
Not. But wait. You said Banks is
Desi Banks, yeah. Desmond Banks.
Oh, you talking about? I thought you was talking about.
I'm talking Desmond Banks.
Yeah.
So I'm asking Philadelphia Eagle fans and some of y'all NFC East people to help me out with this one. I mean, because how you think Harbaugh do over there? You think Harbaugh finna build something, or what do you think?
I think he can make the Giants relevant again, but I'm not gonna say he's gonna do it in 1 year, Swag. The Giants they think we got Harbaugh. In this 1 year, we're going to win a division. We're going to the playoff. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Slow down a little bit.
Yeah, you know how that is. That's just so long. What I do like Santana is he went in there and fired everybody.
Yeah, like let that man. Let's see who he gets as an OC. Let's see how y'all do in the
talking about
offseason.
Deontay Banks, by the way, Chum.
Yeah, let's see how y'all do in the draft. Like, let's get winning back in New York culture before we go.
He's coming to Pittsburgh first.
Well, I mean, the biggest thing that Harbaugh touched on in the interview, I think it was yesterday or the day before, that I didn't get to listen, but I saw the breakdown written, is he said the focus is to win the NFC East. And if any football team, if anybody football fan knows, your focus shouldn't be the league. Your focus should be the division. That's how you get into the playoffs. And if you're strong enough to win your division, then you should be strong enough to play against the top of every other division. Now, don't lose focus on that. But when you see a team 2 times a year, totaling, you know what I mean? You got 6 matchups on your schedule. You win those, you're in good shape. So when he said our focus is to beat the Eagles, they're the returning champs up until a new one's crowned. I respect that. He's going to try and make that team viable. And I don't think, I mean, it's like to Santana's point. It's going to take a couple of years. It's not going to be 1 year.
Yeah.
Dylan, you ever been on the show before?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, so you know I don't use any word at all. Other than that, we're good to go, right?
Yes, sir.
All right,
I couldn't hear you for a sec. Sorry.
That's all right. Let me ask you a question. You hear what we're talking about?
Yeah, I just joined.
I mean, what we're doing is basically what I'm doing is I have 2 parts to the show. One, I'm going through the show and we're talking about what teams may do, what they may need, what their free agents, and how we think they're going to stack it all up. And then the next part of the show, we're going to be talking about why don't we respect players like we should, even though they're on a different team. But that's later on in the show. So what do you have, man? You think the Giants? What do you think the Giants do?
I think what people need to start talking about is Harbaugh is obviously a great hire, but since Harbaugh doesn't call plays, his coordinators that he's going to bring in are just as important as him, to be honest. And I don't know who he's going to bring in.
He already brought him in. He brought the
same. We'll see what happens.
He brought the guy from Baltimore. He brought the offense coordinator from Baltimore.
No. Todd Monken. He's the head coach.
No, Todd Monken was the Browns head coach.
Monken went to Cleveland.
Hey, Swag, that's why Schwartz is so pissed.
Yeah.
That's why Jim Schwartz is so pissed. And he's probably going, he wants out of Cleveland. He's pissed because he wanted that job.
Yeah, he's leaving. I heard he already left. I heard that dude gone. I heard he was coming to Raiders. Heck, I heard he going to the Raiders.
You know what? This guy whines a lot.
Seattle got Seattle OC went to Las Vegas.
Who is the Giants offense coordinator?
Nobody right now.
Nobody.
They don't know yet.
Nobody. Right?
That's why I said, Swag.
Swag.
That's why I said. That's why I said in my take. They ain't got a coordinator. They got to build that team up.
They need a defensive coordinator and an offensive coordinator.
Well, they need to.
So their last interview.
Santana is right. Y'all need to pump the brakes.
Yeah, their last interview
they gotta
was
cool
actually.
out.
I'm not gonna lie, Swag. I like their last interview. Cliff Kingsbury was their last interview. It was yesterday.
No, that's a bad interview. That's a very bad interview.
No, it's not. As an OC, it's not.
Brother,
He's just not a good head coach.
I'm a Cardinal fan, bro. I know so much.
So
about
you have a bias because he was the head coach.
No. It doesn't come from a place of bias. It comes from a place of knowing what happened inside the building because I have friends that played on that team. Cliff can't develop quarterbacks. Everywhere he goes, his offense is stagnant after 1 year because he doesn't adjust. He doesn't understand a run game. He doesn't scheme a run game. He makes the offense super simple, and that's what we saw with Jaden Daniels. And look what happened when they played this year. In those 7 games, teams took 7-yard sheets. These plays that he runs, they took away the screens, and Jaden Daniels doesn't have a deep ball to bail out Cliff Kingsbury, and that's why they fired him. He got fired. We're not doing this mutual let going stuff. He got fired.
Hey,
when you get mutually let go from your job, you got fired.
That is the first take. I gotta admit, Joey, that's the first take I heard about Cliff Kingsbury that I actually can agree with as far as his offense goes. I mean, because that is his offense. You're right. But I gotta tell you, this Cliff Kingsbury is a good offensive coordinator. Every now and then, Dylan, and I get what happened in Arizona, and I get what happened in Washington. Every now and then, you got to get your ass whooped before you really get it together. But his scheme is not bad at all. Will it be good for Jackson Dart? I don't know. It may be the perfect system for Jackson Dart. Go ahead, Tony.
You said what?
Hey, Swag.
Uh-huh.
I got one more take on the Giants. That's one thing I like about the Giants. I like their roster. You know what I'm saying? I like their D line. I like Jackson. I like Scat. I like their receiving core. The mock draft say that they should be getting Carnell Tate. My opinion, they shouldn't go after that. They should make moves on the O-line and the secondary, in my opinion. But if you don't have a good coaching staff, the hell with the roster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my take.
I agree with you, Chum.
Hey, Dylan, Dogface is talking to you in the audience, dude.
So,
What do you? I'm driving right now, so you got to tell me what he says.
I wholeheartedly agree with what Chum said.
Dogface did the classic. I know BS. I know a guy in the building.
But
oh, y'all kill me. Y'all kill me.
Yeah.
No, I mean, bro, y'all
go
look at my Instagram, brother. Y'all go look at my Instagram, bro. I have multiple NFL players that follow me, bro. I never lie about this shit. I know everything about what went on with that Cliff stuff in Arizona. He is not a good OC. He can't develop quarterbacks. Look at his college resume, bro. He had Baker Mayfield, Patrick Mahomes, and Kyler Murray. Look at how they looked coming out of college. Patrick Mahomes admitted he couldn't read an NFL defense till year 3. This isn't something new. Like, Cliff does not develop quarterbacks. Lincoln Riley does not develop quarterbacks. They just teach him how to win games in college, which is a spread offense, which doesn't work in the NFL. And if you don't incorporate West Coast system or a run game system, and Cliff Kingsbury doesn't know how to scheme a run game. Everywhere he's went, Cliff Kingsbury has never called run plays. In Arizona, it was Sean Kugler. In the last 2 years in Washington, Anthony Lynn has been calling run plays. He doesn't know how to scheme a run game.
You know what? This is what I gotta say about that, Dylan. You know how embarrassing it is to an NFL franchise to hire somebody that limited. I mean, that's what you're saying. I'm not saying it's true or false. I'm just saying if I'm an offense coordinator and I'm that damn limited, how the hell do I keep convincing NFL franchises to hire me?
It's called the gift of gab, Swag.
Yeah.
It's called the gift of gab because some people interview well, don't perform well. Some people don't interview well and perform fantastic. It's just it's just how it works.
Tim, reply to my comments, Tim.
Tim, I feel you on that. I really do. But what I'm saying is that sometimes the bullshit is just the bullshit. Like if I got stats and records on you and saying, hey man, why do your offense? Because this is what I remember about Cliff Kingsbury. I know this. Me and JB wanted Cliff Kingsbury in Kansas City because of his concepts. Like, it's because his concepts are really off the chain. But I gotta admit, when I seen him in Arizona, his ass would win 8 games and then just drop off the freaking building. I mean, it was just every year it was the same damn thing every single time. Like, and he's right. In the beginning, they took him to the NFC Championship, and then he fell off. Now we can say that's because of injuries, but I'm not doing it. Y'all know I don't do that. All I'm saying is, if your offense continues to get stagnant in 2 years, at some point we got to look at that, right? We got to look at that and say, what's going on? That's neither here nor there.
It's never going to change. His offense will never change. The only reason he had success in Arizona is because Kyler Murray had an elite deep ball for 3 years. And then right when Kyler's deep ball fell off in 2022, look what happened to the offense. It became horrible.
And Stino said, well, wasn't Kyler Murray an MVP candidate? I know he got Mahomes drafted in the top 11, top 10, something. I mean, it's a lot of different things. We can't say that everything he do is bad because some things
it's not.
I mean, so we can't say
that's
that.
What you just said.
I mean, it makes the offense. It's bad in the long run because Cliff makes an offense very simple for a quarterback. He makes the quarterback not really have to think about anything. Everything's a one check, and you know where the ball is going. After teams take away like the 7-yard ends, everything like 7-yard curls with Zachlins, then it becomes a very simple offense if the QB can't bail you out.
And I always have to address my audience because it's 361 is like we literally just witnessed JD5 put together the best season by a rookie quarterback. That's true. Like that was one of the best seasons I ever seen. I mean, like it's not
about to go in elevators.
But what does the NFL stand for? This is what everybody said. They did it with CJ Stroud. They did it with JD5 because they all threw him in the top 5 because of the previous season. It's what you do once systems adapt to your strengths. When you catch a team off guard, you're going to catch them. But then it's how they adapt. What the most impressive thing is a quarterback that grows. Caleb Williams, not a fan of him, wasn't a fan of him coming out of college. But for you to knock his growth so far in the NFL, you'd be doing him a disfavor. Like there's certain quarterbacks where you could say he's doing great, But at the same time, let's see what he does next year. Or let's see what he does with the new OC.
All right, so I'm gonna leave it like this here. As far as you and the audience, y'all let him pass. Because the truth of the matter is Cliff Kingsbury have did some good things. And yes, you're right, he have did some bad things. So, but can we say that? I'm just asking a question, Dylan. Can we say that about pretty much every offensive coordinator?
Sorry, what was your question? Doing something real quick?
There's offensive, okay. When we think of masterminds, right? Even Andy Reid got stagnant last year. I mean, like, so can we say that about every offensive coordinator? If some point your offense is gonna get stale, you have to find something new to your
Bruce Arians got stagnant at one point.
I mean, so if we're using that as a tape, we got to understand that if we look at it across the board, and now true to form, it took Andy Reid's offense a long time before it got stagnant, but eventually it went stagnant. And when you see teams that have great offenses, even with the offensive coordinator, at some point, let's be honest, if a quarterback had the same offensive coordinator for 8-9 years straight, right? And that offense got stagnant, we were blaming on the offensive coordinator. Now, it's not like Philly offensive coordinator. That dude was just horrible. He's horrible. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Cliff Kingsbury actually have won with his offense. Now, he haven't stayed consistent, but he has won.
But swag to that point as well. Personnel is so important because you could have a great offensive or defensive concept. If you don't have the right personnel to fit your scheme, all of a sudden they say he's garbage or he's stagnant. But if you do well for 3 years, what's happening to those guys? They're getting paid. They're going someplace else. You build a roster. Like my concern is the Eagles in 2 seasons. I hate to keep bringing it back, but in 2 seasons, we're going to lose Mitchell and DeJean, or we're going to have to pay both of them. And when you have guys that have grown into a system and it starts to build, you see them at their the top of their craft. To slide somebody else in, like a Dory Jackson, all of a sudden it's like, wow, is this scheme garbage? No, personnel is just as important as the chess match of coaching.
I would say this to back Tim up on this because I'm a big believer of this. I think we put a lot on offense coordinators when they are defense. Look, I'll give you an example. Matt Eberflus for the Dallas Cowboys was just fired, right? Yeah, Matt Eberflus never had the people he needed for his scheme ever. He never had it, so he looked horrible. So if you can say, okay, Commanders did real good the first year. This year they were kind of missing a lot of different players, but did Cliff Kingsbury have everything that he needed? Before we judge him, that's why I'm asking that, Dylan. Because I think the guy's good.
How many chances do you want to give a guy?
Okay, so a good point.
He's been fired twice. Are you want to give him a third chance with another young quarterback who really does need to learn how to play in a pro style system, which Cliff Kingsbury doesn't bring?
Okay, that's true. I'm gonna play devil's advocate with you. Chip Kelly. How many opportunities you got?
Too many.
Too many.
Way too many.
Too many.
I mean, like what I'm saying is, it's like this, Dylan. The NFL is just a big fraternity. You should know that. It's just a big.
Oh, fraternity. It is. It's all about who you know.
I mean, like it's whoever you know. I feel like this guy feel good with what I'm trying to do on defense. I'm gonna bring this guy in, and sometimes that's not the right guy.
I just need clarification. Where was Kingsbury's second firing? I only remember Arizona.
Washington. He got. We got to stop with the mutual parting ways. He got fired. They didn't want. Dan Quinn didn't like what he was doing with the offense, and they let him go. And they just tried saving his stock so he could get an OC job somewhere else. But let's be honest, bro. In the real world, that's a firing. We're not doing the mutually let go.
Are you saying that the Steelers fired Mike Tomlin?
I mean, you got let go.
Mike Tomlin may have fired himself. He just didn't want to do it anymore. No. I don't know.
Okay,
but like, let's be honest. He would have been fired.
Interpretations of the word and using it to conveniently fit your narrative as you please. That is all you had to say, brother.
But we know Mike Tomlin would get fired if he didn't drop out of the coaching stuff. He would have got fired. We got to be honest with ourselves. He was there for so long, didn't want to fire.
Like I said again. You are taking the meaning of the word mutually parting ways and using it as you please and perceiving it as you please to conveniently fit your narrative. That is all you had to say. I am not continuing this conversation.
I just told you I think Mike Tomlin got fired then.
Oh, Dylan,
It's
Dylan,
spicy.
Dylan,
I
Dylan,
just told you
Dylan,
Mike Tomlin got fired.
Dylan, let me ask you a question. How many coaches?
It's 9 in the morning.
No, how many coaches did Pittsburgh have the Pittsburgh Steelers fired?
0.
What, they've had 3 or 4 coaches? That's it?
They've never
We
fired.
haven't
They
fired
had
a
3
coach.
coaches in 60 years.
They've never
We
fired a coach. The coach walk away or he retires, and I'm telling you right now, I don't think Mike Tomlin would have been fired. Even though a lot of people wanted him fired, I don't think he'd have been fired. That's just
Mike Tomlin would not have gotten fired.
I mean, I'm telling you, it's just what Pittsburgh.
I think that would have been. I mean, I don't think Mike McCarthy's a good hire, but I have to fire Mike Tomlin at that point because he hasn't won a playoff game in 10 years. Like, I don't know. Are we doing this with? I know Mike Tomlin won early on, but Marvin Lewis was the Bengals' head coach for 10 years and couldn't win a playoff game either. And it's just like, why are we doing this?
The difference in those two coaches is Marvin Lewis never won a championship. Mike Tomlin won one. Mike Tomlin does have the ring.
But
And yes, I don't care about. Hold on. I'll let you finish. Please let me finish.
You're good. You're good.
Did Mike Tomlin ride that Super Bowl for a little bit longer than he should have? Absolutely. Yes. I'm not going to argue that with you as a Steelers fan. Yes. Mike Tomlin probably was beneficial for both parties to part ways. I said this all offseason. You can ask anybody in this panel. I said that all offseason. I said that most of the year, that after this year, it would probably be beneficial for both parties to part ways. The Steelers were never going to fire Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin left because he heard all the fans saying fire Tomlin, and he decided that it was beneficial for his career at that point in time to leave on his own accord. Instead of then the Rooneys, if he stayed another year or two, you're right, the Rooneys might have been forced to fire him to save themselves from the fans.
Tim said. So again, we're gonna go back to how many times have you ever used that Cliff Kingsbury been fired?
Dylan's got to mute. It's like muffling you.
Sorry.
I mean, so in other words, Tim had a valid question. How many times have Cliff Kingsbury been fired? Like, as a head coach, we know he got fired once. As an offensive coordinator, we know he got fired once. And he said, how many chances are you going to give him? Oh, like I said, I can right off the top of my head, I can name at least 3 coaches that they got way too many chances. But Cliff Kingsbury only had 2 shots. Then we're going to call him a bad offensive coordinator. Well, we're going to call him
if you remember,
overrated offensive coordinator.
If you remember,
hold on, Dylan. You come.
If you remember, Cliff got fired from Texas Tech. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear that plane too, but we can hear you.
The airplane too.
That's not me. That plane's not me.
My bad, Swag.
I was gonna say, if we remember,
living,
before Cliff.
Hey, turn it down. Go ahead, brother.
If we remember what now? All right, guys, so check it out. We talked about the Washington Commanders. We talked about the Philadelphia Eagles. We talked about the Dallas Cowboys, and we talked about the New York Giants. We're going to move to the AFC East, guys, if y'all don't mind. We're going to move to the AFC East, and we're going to talk about some things that are needed in the AFC East because I want to talk about the AFC East. And here's what I'm going to say, and I'm just going to light the panel up with this one quick so everybody can just start throwing their darts at me. I think what the general manager did at Buffalo in his interview was the beginning of the end to the Buffalo Bills. What do y'all think?
Yes, sir.
Agreed.
Firing Sean.
I think it goes down to
the dumbest
ownership.
thing I ever seen.
Well, that's ownership. And then it's Steven. Now you see how many people turn down that job after signing up to go get an interview, and they're like, I don't know.
I'm out.
Yeah, when you got upper management up there talking about, the coach this and this and that, that is absolutely nowhere somebody want to go.
Hey, Swag, when I was listening to Joe, what's his name? Joe Brady with his head coach interview, I just laughed. I said,
Joe Brady was trying to fix it. I saw him. Look, let me. The only shot the Buffalo Bills have. This is not absolute, guys. The only shot the Buffalo Bills have now is Joe Brady. The reason I'm saying it is, I don't care what you guys say, and anybody can disagree with me. This is not a show where you can't disagree with. Just hear me out for a second. I'm not talking about the NFL. I'm just talking about in real freaking life. I'm married. If I heard my wife say the things that dude said about Keon Coleman, she said that stuff about me, that 15 years is over. Like it's unbelievable. You're basically telling me I don't want you and I don't want that coach. And you're telling me, and if you say that to me, it sort of goes back to what the Dallas Cowboys, when I was saying how he was treating Michael Parsons is a direct reflection on when my contract comes up. This guy literally got on national TV and just basically said, we ain't really want Keon Coleman. And ask yourself, if I'm a player on that team, I'm saying to myself, well, damn, did y'all want me? I mean, like, am I wanted? Who? I forgot who I was listening to a player the other day saying, oh, it was Luka. I was listening to Luka say, I'm at home. I love it here. I'm happy that the move was made. In other words, they want me here. Like, and of course, that's Luka. We can't add Luka to Keon Coleman, but I'm just saying, do you guys?
No, I get what you're saying, Swag. Basically, if I'm a player and I heard that, especially Keon Coleman or any player in that locker room, I'm looking at upper management and I'm like, well, fuck you. I'ma say it. If ain't nobody else, fuck you. And the horse you rode in on. Matter of fact, I might conveniently say I got an injury just so I don't get no production. You don't get no production out of me. I'm just saying, like, you don't say shit like that. You don't. If I don't give a damn who it is. You just don't say shit like that about your players, former coaches, none of that shit. You just don't do shit like that. That causes so much dissension in a locker room. It was foul. It was terrible. I seen the whole thing. I'm like, are you serious? And you go air out dirty laundry? Yeah, you wild. You's a wild dude.
And that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Well, let me ask y'all this. Y'all getting kind of quiet on me, so I'm gonna have to light it back up again so y'all can understand.
All right, I'm talking to somebody that's trying to educate me about my team. Apparently,
the New England.
I don't.
For years and years, and JB know I'm telling the truth. And all you guys, if y'all are serious about football, y'all know y'all haven't heard this before. The New England Patriots won all those Super Bowls because their division was weak. The division was weak, so that's why they went to those Super Bowls. That's why they won in division so much.
So the playoffs don't.
Y'all done heard all those narratives, right? Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Since the New England Patriots have won all those Super Bowls, their division hadn't got that much better. I mean, it's still now is a second team, which is Buffalo and New England now. So we can say both of them, but still their division is not that hard. Miami has yet to jump up there and stay up there. So we can't say the division is that hard. So are we going to say the same thing about New England if they continue to win their division? Are we going to do that?
If Buffalo continues to go on the downward trend that they do, really, see, we're assuming that Buffalo continues to self-destruct, right? It feels ridiculous to say this. Miami probably has the best outlook on the division then. But yeah, New England will probably go back to winning that division every year if that's what happens with Buffalo. They self-destruct and things go bad for them quickly.
Oh, Cody, it's gonna be bad next season.
I need to see it. I need to see it before I believe it. I definitely got everybody's point up here about Buffalo. I do agree with a lot of it. I need to see them start. Like, I need to see them actually self-destruct on the field before I believe it, in the locker room and whatnot.
I hear you.
When I start seeing that, yeah, then I'll probably be on the train of, they're self-destructing. And
right.
I wouldn't be shocked. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if that.
Cody, watch what happened when they go to losing streak.
Oh yeah, they're gonna go right back to that press conference.
I mean,
They're gonna go right back to the press conference.
In other words, the minute they lose 2 or 3 in a row, watch the players. In other words, the players control what they do and what they don't do. You can get all the schemes in the world, but the players got to go out there and perform. So if the players are not motivated, How many times have you been watching a football game? And I'll give y'all a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Tim can actually vouch for this. The Philadelphia Eagles versus the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl. The New England Patriots had a 7-point lead on Philadelphia the entire damn Super Bowl. And for some strange reason, the Philadelphia Eagles just could not get over a 7-point spread. They just didn't have any motivation. And the rumors are that Donovan McNabb was drunk or hungover, and that's what T.O. said. He was throwing up in the huddle and all these different things. But they couldn't get over a 7-point hump. And that led to Andy Reid being fired.
I appreciate them.
The players are gonna control the game. And if the players are not motivated, Cody, I'm just being honest with you. I see it being the end. How can I be motivated knowing that owner needs to go in public or go to those players individually and say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
See, but Swag, the biggest thing to me is, and this is just something it's an overview of listening to some people talk, and this isn't a negative on anybody. It's history repeats itself. People are acting like this is new. This is not new. The NFL has been around for 100 years. If you have the time, watch NFL films and watch their yearly breakdowns. This has happened with coaching staff. This has happened with offensive plans. Everybody makes a tweak. They're a superstar for a couple of years. As history repeats itself, you start to see trends. We saw it with Andy Reid in Philadelphia. We're seeing it with Mike Tomlin and Harbaugh, and when they stay for so long. A breath of fresh air sometimes isn't a horrible thing. So do I agree with what the Bills did? No. I thought that possibly they could. But when you look at the statistics that no quarterback head coach duo reach a Super Bowl if they don't reach it in the first 5 years, there's a consistency to that. It's been around for 100 years, and that's facts.
And that's true. So you can't argue with objective take. So I can't stay on the Buffalo. I can't stay on the AFC East because I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about the Jets. I don't want to talk about Miami until they start showing me something other than what they've showed. Now, but what I am going to do is, y'all, this is a going thing around social media, especially TikTok, of audiences disrespecting teams and disrespecting players. And there's a difference between respect and dislike. There's a big difference. I mean, let me share something with you guys. I dislike anybody that beat the Kansas City Chiefs in a big game. I dislike them. But I just do. I mean, because you know why? Because they beat my damn team.
Hey, Swag, I got to drop. You can bring somebody else up. I got to go do some stuff.
Okay,
but y'all have a great rest of y'all day, man.
You
All
too,
right,
Cody.
You too, brother. I can't wait to talk on this, Swag, because I have something teed
Me
up
too,
for this.
bro.
Go ahead.
I
Go
can't
ahead,
wait.
man.
That's why. Okay, you gotta do Titan show. Okay, so that's that. I get y'all. Cam, what's going on, Cam?
What's up?
Cam Beasley, you ever been on the show?
Yeah, he's been here, Swag.
Okay, I'm just making sure you don't say any word other than that. We're good to go. So I got to share this. There's a lot of teams that the Chiefs that didn't beat Chiefs I don't like, but you know what? There's not very many teams in the NFL I can count them on my finger that I don't respect. There's very few players that I don't respect. I mean, I'm telling you right now, as far as the ability on the field, I respect every player.
Cam, mute your mic, brother.
Say it again, oh yeah, mute your mic. Yeah, mute your mic. So y'all understand what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let Tim and everybody who teed up for this conversation, because I see blatant disrespect for the ability for football players' ability. Y'all don't understand. If your ass ain't never strapped on a helmet, you shouldn't be saying shit. And and if you never strapped on a helmet at a higher level, because believe me, when you play at a lower level, you get an idea of what the higher level would be, and you can comment on that. So if you never done that, you should stop doing that. Tim, tell me what you got, brother.
So there's two things I'm going to touch on. I don't want to be too long-winded, but there's the NFL. There's the NFL, and there's college. So the biggest thing with the NFL is player scheme, what they fit into. Everybody thought Sam Darnold was dog water. I thought him coming out of USC had one of the nicest throws that in college. But the biggest thing is the situation you're drafted in. We could talk about Justin Fields. We could talk, the conversation go on forever. But until the right player fits the right offensive scheme, a team can't develop. They can't grow. So with that being said, there's always hatred for another team. I despise the Cowboys as an Eagles fan. I don't like them. Don't like their fans. Don't like, you know what I mean, our rivalry. But when it comes down to X's and O's, when they make a move like they did for those 2 trade pieces for their defense before the deadline, I respect it as a football fan, because you look at it and you say they were spots of necessity that needed to be filled, and you got to respect that fact, because that means you're a fan of the game as opposed to just a fanatic of your team. When you talk down and say they're dog water, they're trash, they're garbage, that's just hatred. But that means you're not watching it as a whole. Who the hell's somebody's making a lot of noise. My bad. Oh, Santana. And then when you go to college, I'm going to bring up a key example. Nick Saban in Alabama set the standard for a lot of years. And as at the age I am, which in my late 30s, I remember that Alabama sucked for a long time, and people don't remember that. They remember Alabama being a juggernaut. That's what
I
they
remember
are.
them being ass.
But there's a team now, there's a new generation where my 10-year-old son is going to see if, as long as Signetti does his thing and keeps doing what he can with the transfer portal, my kid in 5 years could think Indiana is the second coming. So there's teams that go up and down, and when you show hatred for a team that's winning, means you lose lack of respect for the game, because you have to look at what they're doing, you have to look at how they're building these things, and then the biggest form of flattery. You know what I mean? So when they copycat somebody and you see other teams start to develop this, the West Coast offense, you know what I mean? Which is why Swag always gives so much respect to the 49ers, because it's still happening today. When a team comes through and does these things, you don't have to like a team, but there's a difference between being a fan of the game and a fanatic of your team. Separate the two, church and state. On Sunday, you can't talk to me about anything except for my Eagles. In between those days, guess what? I'm going to listen to you. I'm going to have a logical conversation. But if you call me or come see me at the tailgate, it's go Birds and forget everybody else.
Well, so Callie, you want to go next?
Yeah, I'm basically piggybacking off of what Tim said. I'm gonna say it straight out, Swag. My team, the most hated team on the planet. I'm not gonna lie to you. People hate the 49ers. Why? I have no idea. Well, I do know why.
Because they
But
freaking
still,
win. That's why.
but yeah, because we win. I get it. But one thing about me, Swag, like I'm an 80s baby. I grew up in the 90s. I watched the Cowboys. I watched them win them Super Bowls that should have been ours, but that's neither here nor there. But I respected all those dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that be my main issue. No, you don't necessarily have to like a team, and you can say, oh, they this or they that or whatever. Brock Purdy, perfect example. Last pick in the draft. Oh, he ain't gonna be nothing. He was the last pick. He might not even make the roster. The dude is a freaking starter and been to the Super Bowl and several NFC championship games. Like, you gotta give respect to people. I know it's hard as a football fan because you see certain teams or rivalries and different things like that. No, I can't stand Seattle. I can't stand their fans. I can't stand nothing about Seattle. I can't stand them, but I respect them. Them dudes went to the Super Bowl. Their defense is elite. I respect them. I respect their front office. I respect how they built their team. Several teams that I don't like, but I respect how they do their thing. It's just common sense. As a fan, it's like Tim said, you gotta know the separation between being a fan of your team and then just being hateful of everybody else. Because really, to be honest, if you in the NFL, that means that, and you're on a 53-man roster, that means you got some kind of talent. So to me, I'm like, when I hear these people and they like, oh, well, I can't, these teams and this and this and that, and talking about the front office and this and that, I'm like, bro, you got to respect people, especially the people that's out here winning. No, I don't like Josh Allen, but I respect him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a fan, but I've watched this dude do his thing. So I respect him. But Kansas City, another one. They beat us in the Super Bowl twice. I'm not sitting here shitting on Patrick Mahomes. I think y'all got a fantastic organization. I wish we had y'all's. So that's really what it is. You just got to know how to separate it as a fan and as someone that's just purely hating, because we all know, Swag, there's haters out there everywhere. And I mean everywhere. And it's just it just don't make sense to do all that. Just respect everybody and what they do and how they do it on the football field. Plain simple, period.
I'm gonna tell y'all a story when I started realizing there's a difference between disliking. I'm glad A-Train is on this show because he's gonna get to hear it. There's a difference between disliking a team and respecting them. I couldn't stand the Denver Broncos. Oh my God. When they had Elway and Terrell Davis and all the guys that used to come in Arrowhead and beat the hell out of the Chiefs, I couldn't stand them until I watched them play against Green Bay in the Super Bowl. When I seen them play Green Bay in the Super Bowl and I seen Elway do all the things that he did, and I know Terrell Davis was dealing with migraines, and I'm sitting there watching them and McCaffrey just taking out linebackers on blocks. I'm like, these son of bitches are good. Like there's a part of me, and I never forget it, because actually I wasn't married to this woman. I was married to the one before. And I'm sitting in the living room, and she was like, I thought you hated them. I said, but when you look at them, I said, damn, they really are good. I said, you just can't take it away from them as much as I wanted to. I just could not take it away from them. They were so damn good. So I found myself cheering for Denver when they played against Atlanta, although I want them to play against Minnesota, but that didn't happen. So either way it go, I was like, you know what? When you see a team that's so good, you just can't. How can you disrespect them? Like, if you really love the game of football, watching the Dallas Cowboys run a variation of Air Collier's offense, which is a timing offense, and literally watching Troy Aikman throw balls that the receiver is not even there yet, and he just throw it to his spot, and then the receiver just appears right where he's supposed to be. And how can you not see that as freaking beautiful? Like, I mean, these are things I'm saying. We spend so much time hating on a team that we don't like, or hating the players on a team that we can't even see how beautiful they are.
Like, Swag, one thing I just want to touch on is Adam in the comments. Adam has brought up a couple times he would like us to touch on. If you despise a team for either the NFL finding them for cheating or scandals or situations like that, if they are found to a certain thing, we can go back to the Astros. A lot of people despise the Astros for what happened at that point. If you were raised a certain way and you hate that, but you can't hate the Patriots forever. Like, if it's the owner, yes, you can despise the owner. Like, that's where you can not like a team forever. If the owner is caught doing something and he's still the owner of the team, that's your top up doing something. To that point, you could despise and asterisk yourself that period with Belichick, Brady, if that's how you want to view it, or another team like the Astros or whatever case. Like, people are asterisking the Dodgers right now because of their financial situation and what they're doing with their salary cap. Like, there's a lot of things that you could personally put an asterisk to, but at the end of the day, hating a team because of what somebody else did, you know what I mean? That's usually holding a grudge. You could say, I don't consider that next level. And then your opinion has to be respected by a normal, logical person. But at the same time, there's crazy people out there. They're all over the place. They're fanaticals. Well, you don't understand. It was just deflated. Well, guess what? If it's something, if people have been cheating, go back and watch the Raiders in the 70s and 80s. They literally had a specialist on their staff who put casts on their arms to hurt people and get them out of games.
That's true. I mean, not only that, Tim, not only that, and the Raiders really were a hated team, especially in the 70s. And going into the end of the 70s and going into the early 80s, they were hated. And you know why the Raiders were hated? They were hated because not only did they beat you, they beat your ass up. Like, you was going to remember when you played the Raiders. You were going to. Sammy White to this day remembers Jack Tatum. He remembers that.
Yeah.
There's no way he can ever forget that because he was not clean out on the field. Like, so when you guys see that, y'all say, well, I hate the Raiders, or I hate the Chiefs, or I hate the Eagles, or I hate this. And that's cool. But it's not cool to say you don't respect them for the accomplishments that they had, the accomplishments that they made. That right there is just straight up fandom and hate beyond any recognition. You can't look, when I'm watching the Philadelphia Eagles play, especially the year that they won the Super Bowl, and I'm watching how they were dominating people. Like, you have to give, like, look at that and say, damn. That's all you can say is damn. Like, okay, they doing their thing. When Montana and them used to be doing their thing, that's all I could say was damn. Like, when the Giants were doing their thing, that's all you can say is, man, look at that defense. I mean, like, you can't take nothing away from them. When the Denver Broncos was winning, and not only did Denver win, they were pretty when they won. They looked good doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it wasn't even just they were winning; they were looking good at it. I mean, it was crazy. Terrell Davis for 20 yards, Rod Smith for 20 yards, and bam, bam, like Elway scrambles 15, 20, and bam, they in the end zone. And you're like, okay, well, damn, can we stop them? I mean, can we do anything about it? You gotta have a respect. If you don't respect the team, respect the game. Because when the game is being played to a high level the right way, it is the most beautiful game I've ever seen. Now, that's just me.
That's what I was saying, Swag. That's what I was saying about the respecting of other teams. No, I don't like Kansas City. I can't stand Kansas City. But I respect the hell out of Patrick Mahomes. I respect the hell out that man. Anytime you can go into a Super Bowl and be down 10 and in the fourth quarter and go out there and dominate and do what you got to do, I respect you. The Eagles, y'all got beat by Kansas City in the Super Bowl. Y'all came back in another Super Bowl and y'all beat and destroyed them. You have to respect people after that. Dallas, same thing. Back in the day with Aikman, Emmett, and Michael Irvin, I couldn't stand them dudes. I couldn't stand them because, like you said, if you sat there and you just watched Dallas and how they moved the ball, how Aikman threw the ball, how Emmett ran, forget all that. Emmett had a line and all that. Okay, that's cute. Emmett could run. Like, let's not even play the game anymore. Emmett could run. Mike was a dog. Like, you just got to respect that. And as a football fan, if you're a real fan, like you saying, Swag, just respect that. Respect the art of what these guys do out on the
I miss that,
field.
Swag. I honestly miss that. I miss, like, Cutler and Phillip Rivers jawing at each other, talking shit to each other. Like, they genuinely did not like each other.
Facts.
And I liked that. That made football better, in my opinion.
Swag. One of the biggest questions that I'm everybody on the panel knows me for the most part. I'm even keel. I usually stay this way. I don't get too fired up. The way that I'll differentiate somebody if they're a fan versus a fanatic is one easy question. What do you see as weaknesses on your team? If their initial response is, well, we don't really have many. We don't have, I mean, we got, you're fanatical. You're not a logical conversation, because I could tell you 10 weaknesses on the Eagles. Anybody on this panel, for the most part, can tell you spots where their team is not doing well this season or needed corrections last year. If you come out and you're like, no, you don't understand. Well, the problem was we were injured. The problem was we had this. The problem, the refs called this game this way. The problem is that then you're not a fan of the game. You're not paying attention.
I mean, and it was nice when people genuinely hated players, like T.O. spiking the ball on the star, you know.
That was beautiful.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? Like Finnegan and Andre Johnson fist fighting on the field, you know, like those are just great moments that will be locked in time where two guys actually fucking hated each other.
Michael Crabtree and Talib Khalid.
That was great to
That's
watch.
what I'm saying. If y'all, a lot of y'all don't know these 90s, back in the 90s, Swag know this. When Dallas and the Niners would line the fuck up, you could tell right off the rip it was hate. We can't stand you. We don't like you. We don't like nothing
still
about
hated
you.
us trading Charles Haley.
Bro, Bill Romanowski used to spit on players and say very motivated stuff.
I seen Romanowski spit in somebody's helmet.
Yes,
and he licked it
that
off
man
his helmet.
spit.
Crazy shit back in the day.
I think it was
just a heads up. Rams
Stokes licked it off his helmet. I mean, I'm like,
Yeah,
oh.
yeah. Oh, man.
Just real quick. Rams just extended both McVay and I'll let you go real quick, Chum. The Rams just extended McVay and their GM. So we're gonna be seeing that
no shocker there.
As they
No
should.
shocker there. I mean, like so I'm just trying to get everybody to understand what happens is, and I challenge like Cody. I'm telling y'all right now, Cody, King Safe, all these guys that used to come on the show in the very beginning, I challenged them and I said, listen, I do it to Brianna all the time. Go back and watch the history of these games because it'll get you to understand why we see the game the way we see it. Because if you can't see the game from the history of it to now, you can't really understand it like we understand it.
My kids don't know the Eagles not being good.
Right.
My kids don't know. I went through 35 years of the team sucking and not winning shit. And my kids are like, oh, they've always been good. They're 12 years old. They don't know.
You know what's crazy is kids don't even know like Randall Cunningham or like just simple like players from back in the day. A lot of these kids don't even know them. Just to be like, we'll say well, everybody know Jerry Rice. Everybody should know who Jerry Rice is. He on all the receiving records.
They know it, but they ain't never seen him play.
They ain't never seen him
play. It's like
and
the same thing
of
what you
Swag,
say
I
about
know you're
Michael
not
Jordan.
a Niner fan,
They
Swag.
should
I
know
know
him,
you're not a
but
Niner fan.
they
But we
never
got
seen
a
him play.
documentary right now
I mean,
on AMC.
So for instance, when I told you know who does it, King Safe always goes back and watches these games. I give him games to go back and watch.
Go check that, yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all a game that I know y'all understand this game big time, right? That Super Bowl 13. Super Bowl 13 was Dallas Cowboys, Pittsburgh Steelers. The game starts off. Tony Dorsett is killing the Pittsburgh Steelers, just destroy them, running straight through them, can't stop him. Tom Landry decides that he wasn't gonna run Dorsett no more, and they started throwing the ball. If y'all remember that game, it was 14-0 Pittsburgh in the first quarter. Dallas made it 14-7. Dallas then came back in the second quarter, made it 14-14. Pittsburgh went up right before halftime, made it 21-14. Third quarter comes, Dallas is driving down the field. They're going to tie this game up 21-21. Jack Smith misses the ball in the end zone. Dropped that bitch like big time. Just dropped it. I mean, and to the point to where everybody was like, oh, my God. Like, he just dropped it. But Jackie Smith was one of the best tight ends to ever play football. Never dropped passes. He just dropped it in that moment. Pittsburgh gets the ball, the very first possession. After that turnover, after that field goal, after the field goal, first play, bam, touchdown, big touch. Now it's 28-17. Just like that. The Dallas Cowboys, they end up going 31-17. Dallas Cowboys even coming back, or 34-17, 34-17. And Dallas comes back, make the game 34-31 or 35-31, and that's how the game ended. And everybody remembers Jackie Smith missed that ball. If you can't watch games like that and understand what was going on at that time to now, you have a very hard time debating anybody about football because we see the game differently than you. That's all I'm saying. And therefore, I hated the Pittsburgh Steelers for doing that to Dallas because I was from Shreveport and I was made to like the Dallas Cowboys, which I hated them, but they made me like them anyway. And that is the reason why my dad used to look at me and say, when you watch football, watch it unbiasedly, respect every team because all those guys are really good at what they do. Even though I had a hard time with it at 12 years old, but I'm just telling you guys right now, you need to understand. I get, my stomach is in a knot when I'm hearing some people give their takes about teams and coaches and players, and I can hear that, and they like another team or they like this and you can't give no respect. Look, if a team come and beats you, I understand you dislike them. I just can't. You got to respect them because they came and beat you. Like it's that simple. I told 49ers fans this a lot. Matter of fact, me and Shoe Game used to talk about it all the time. Look, don't sit there and blame the refs on the Chiefs. Your ass had a 10-point lead with 8 minutes left in the game.
And we fucked up.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, that Super Bowl, bro, I was screaming at the top of my lungs in the third quarter, and my girlfriend was telling me to shut the hell up because Kyle Shanahan will not run the ball in that third quarter.
Kansas City said after that game, they was like, if they kept running the ball, we couldn't stop it. Because once we were running the ball, they couldn't stop it. Like
Bro,
that's
for some reason, I don't know. Kyle Shanahan has an ego problem when he has a lead, and then all of a sudden he wants to throw the damn football.
No,
Like,
shoot game. I'm gonna tell
annoying.
you what it is, bro. You want to know what it is with Kyle, real quick? I told Swag this. He turned into radio. How about this one? How about this one?
Watch this, Kevin. Watch this. A-Train. Let me tell you something, A-Train. I know a game that you hate, A-Train.
Yeah, what's that?
It was 2 years ago. Your quarterback was not Bo Nix. It was the other rookie y'all drafted. Who y'all drafted? What was the
Drew Lock?
Drew Lock.
Your quarterback was Drew Lock. You guys got us by the balls. Y'all about to beat Kansas City.
Oh, I remember this game.
And Drew Lock fumbles the ball. Nick Bolton picks it up and runs all the way back.
I remember that.
Oh, I remember that game.
Yes, Lord, Swag.
Dang, Swag, we're gonna throw shots today. It's all right. All right. Let me throw my 2 cents in real quick. Since we were talking about not liking a player and a team and still respecting them, your quarterback might have the zestiest walk in the NFL, and Travis Kelce might be a Taylor Swift merchant, but I gotta respect the guys. Their gold jacket.
I'm hella weak.
Hey, you fired first with the Drew Lock shit, all right?
Hey, I ain't mad at you, bro. I ain't mad at you. I wasn't gonna say nothing about his zesty walk though.
Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say, but that game really wasn't about Mahomes. I just laughed my ass off because I thought y'all had us.
That was funny as hell. That was funny as hell.
I mean, I was like, no, he didn't just fumble the ball. Not only that, he ran it all the way back. Y'all leave my quarterback alone. He's still a dominant free quarterback. Just remember that. I mean, but anyway, guys, listen. Always as usual, man. My show, when you guys come on my show, tell people about it, man. Because on this show, we're gonna talk about football. Right? It's and I know everybody want to talk about the Super Bowl. Believe me, I have a lot of things planned for the Super Bowl. But really, to be honest with y'all, what else can we talk about? I already know what it comes down to. And y'all probably know what it comes down to too. The offensive line, for me, is whoever plays really good on the offensive line wins this game. So I know y'all gonna go through social media and listen to all these different guys talk about JSN and Booty and we got this skill player and we got that skill player. And none of that shit has anything to do with the game. It's gonna come down to who can protect their quarterback. Whoever can protect their quarterback wins the Super Bowl. It's simple as that. Do I think Seattle is gonna win it? Probably. I'm leaning that way, but I ain't wrote New England off yet either because they seem to be the cardiac kids. They should have lost against the Chargers. They shouldn't have beat Houston. They keep freaking winning.
Hey, Swag.
They damn sure shouldn't have beat Denver. Denver had them.
Hey, Swag. And I've been saying this on other panels. The worst thing that a team can have is momentum and confidence. Those are the two dangerous weapons coming into a game. And that's what the Patriots been carrying this whole playoff run.
I mean, and you can't take it away from them because every single game they're supposed to lose. And every time they win a game, they start to become like, well, we can win at any time. We can come back on anybody, or we can survive. And before you know it, they got all the confidence in the world. And it's the same thing.
If Sean Payton would have kicked the field goal, we might be talking about Denver in the Super Bowl.
I mean, like, it's so many different things because I could have easily said Denver could win that game too. But New England found a way to win. Regardless if Denver helped them or not, they still found a way to win. Now you get to Seattle. Seattle almost in every category, Seattle has an advantage. Almost in every category. By the way, I get a quarterbacks about one way. But still, they have an advantage. But if New England wins this game, I wouldn't be surprised at all. If Seattle wins this game, I wouldn't be surprised at all. So I don't know how much.
I pray they don't.
I don't know what Santana. I don't know what else to talk about when it comes to the Super Bowl.
Okay, that's true. But I got some of the top free agent swag that I screenshotted. I wanted to talk to y'all, or some of y'all didn't get to talk to about, just to see what y'all thinking, where they can go, where they're gonna stay, what you like for your teams. So,
oh yeah,
let me
you
see.
need to be on the. You need to. If you want to ask a question, go ahead and ask a question because I'm gonna be talking.
I'll go.
About that
So,
a lot.
So there go. This was the first one, swag, that they had on ES. This is. And I get all my stuff from ESPN, swag. You know I don't do that fake sources.
Right.
So this is one of them. Trey Hendrickson, 30, about what, 30, 32, 30?
32.
Yeah, between 30 and 32.
I'm shocked he's number one on this list, to be honest with you.
Go ahead.
So what y'all thinking? Like, is he worth the money?
Somebody's gonna pick him up for 1 year.
I honestly think the guy want to win championships. I think the Chiefs should pick him up for 1 year.
Yeah,
1 year.
That's not a bad look. That's not a bad look.
I say they give him the bag, boys. They need defense. They've been struggling with defense all year. Why would you get rid of defense? You know?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I know my Niners were really interested, and they've been interested. I wouldn't mind getting them for a year though.
Kylie, I think y'all going a different direction. As soon as I go down the list,
in a different direction. I know exactly where we're going.
As soon as I go down this list, Kylie, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Let me tell you something. I ain't giving Trey Hendrickson no back. He's 32.
Yeah, he's too old.
Correct.
I mean, I can't. If as a general manager, I can do him. I can do him like the Cincinnati Bengals did T. Higgins. I can front load a contract and make it 3 years, but that's just bullshit. It's not really 3 years.
Right.
I mean, so I can't see us. I don't even know if I want to give him $30 million for a year. I mean, like,
this is why the Bengals had the leverage, right? And they knew the market wasn't going to be huge for this guy.
Right.
Correct.
I can't do it, Santana. I can't do it.
All right, I'm going to the next person.
All right.
That boy's going to get paid. That boy is going to get paid.
Sign to the Titans.
Or he's going to get or he's going to get tagged.
Here's what's about to happen. The Dallas Cowboys going to play George Pickens all that money. They're gonna pay. They have 2 number ones.
Right.
So swag. I heard something crazy. I thought it was crazy. What I was told is, this is from a Dallas fan at that. Pay him, trade CD now, and go pick up somebody like Romeo Doubs for cheaper.
Yeah, go slap that person.
Yeah, Santana. I don't know who the hell that was. Tell him stop eating dog food.
Yeah, I'm
like, why would you do that?
I sent him a virtual backhand.
Just go slap him.
Well, the only thing is, if you want a max swag, if you want some max contract, that eliminates like 28 teams. So if we really want to talk about it, like he's gonna have to go either to the Raiders, the Titans, or probably the Cardinals. You know, like it's not a contender team. He's not.
That would be crazy to have him on the Cardinals with what's his name?
Or the Bills. The Bills need a receiver.
You know what? King said you're right though. You're right. That eliminates about pretty much every team out there. But Dallas gonna sign him. Trust me, they gonna give him the money.
Yeah, I believe.
Hey yo, Santana.
What's up?
Whoever said that, if you see him again, tell him Chum said, unplug your TV, open your window, and throw your TV out. Don't ever say that again.
All right, swag. I'm going to the next one.
All right. Nope. Sorry, I can't do it.
he gonna end up staying with the Colts.
He's not even gonna play next year.
Resign.
Y'all listen to me. If I was the Indianapolis coach, it is obvious now that I did not need Daniel Jones to run that offense. So if Daniel Jones is my only option versus Phillip Rivers, then yes, Daniel Jones. But we gotta all admit though, right? We can probably find another caretaker, maybe just a little bit better. I'm just asking.
Hey, what's his name was pretty decent when he played.
I got to do Mac Jones.
Riley Leonard was decent when he played.
I thought so too, but
he was. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, like if you're not gonna keep Riley Leonard or you're not gonna keep Phillip Rivers, because Phillip Rivers actually did a good job too. If you're not gonna keep neither one of those, how about what my boy just said, Mac Jones?
Mac Jones. What
we know
about
Mac Jones is going to be fully healthy for the whole season from the start of the season. I mean, start of season anyway.
I would go get Mac Jones.
Just give us a third round pick and you can have him.
Yep, you can have him. Go ahead. No, flip that shoot game. We need a second or better.
No,
bro. It's the Colts,
that high. He's not worth that high, bro. He's not worth. He's not worth a second round pick.
Y'all know what? It doesn't matter because they're gonna re-sign Daniel Jones.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The next one, Swag.
Him for sure.
Let's go to the next one.
Nope. Yeah, Swag. Yeah, Swag.
Now,
Arizona.
Hear me out.
Yeah, Swag.
Arizona. Yep.
Now, just everybody, just hear me out. Hear me out.
What they do with James Conner then?
He's gone.
They go.
He's gone.
I want to hear what Chum got to say. Go ahead, Chum.
Hey, Swag, can I just speak fandom this one time? Just one time that I won't speak no more.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't want it.
All right, huh?
I don't want Brees Hall for the Chiefs. I don't.
Okay.
He'll probably go to
cap space.
He may very well go to Arizona.
Let me explain. Brees Hall is gonna probably want 15, 16 million a year.
Exactly. We ain't got it.
I can't see that. I can go get a rookie that I can teach, mold to what I want for so much less. Not to mention injuries. No, hell no.
When did Brees Hall get injured? I haven't heard about him.
No, he ain't never got injured. He's just old. When
it's just running backs, yeah. The shelf life for running backs.
Swag, what you mean? Oh, he's 24. What you mean? Oh?
Well, he seemed like
he's old. He's not old.
He looked like he looked like he old because he was with the Jets.
He with the Jets, Swag. Like what?
Hey,
the Jets go 8 to 10 years.
Swag, he's only 24 years old.
Facts. Yeah.
Yeah, but just like dog years, Jets years adds 2 to every season.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna age
But
you
it's
like
that veteran presence though. Him and Brashad Smith with Eric Bieniemy being back. That's gonna be a good duo.
All right, I feel you on that one, Sean. I feel you on that.
Mike LaFleur coached Brees Hall his rookie year, or when he was younger. So I would not.
That's even better.
Come on, Swag, give up a pick, man, and go get that dude.
And Swag, he's already polished. He's polished, Swag. He's polished.
I'll take him if he wants to come over there for 10 million.
Okay, that's fair.
He'll probably take that.
I like that.
To come to a team with a potential to get a Super Bowl? Hell yeah, I would do that.
If you want to do 10 years or like a 3-year, $30 million deal.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, look.
I'm about to say Swag, and he's going to be used and very valuable because we are in dead need of a running back, of a running back.
No. I'm just telling you, anything over 10 million, I'm out. I mean,
Got you.
So Swag, wait. So Swag, if he like, I want 11 million, you cool?
Out.
Come on, Swag,
I'm gonna tell y'all why. A rookie running back is gonna ask for what, like 7-8 million a year?
Yeah.
Right? So I can get a rookie running back with the same attributes as Brees Hall. And I know he's not as polished as Brees Hall. I don't dislike Brees Hall. I want Brees Hall on a good team where he can win. And I know this dude will pay dividends for the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm not debating that. What I'm debating is the salary cap boost that we just got in the NFL still don't help the Chiefs. We are that much behind the cap.
That's a fact.
You are 32 out of 32.
Right.
Swag, I'm not gonna lie to you, Swag. I wouldn't mind him on my Niners behind McCaffrey.
No. I'm
only saying that for a reason. Because when we had a 3-headed monster at running back, we were we was killing shit.
I get that, and I think the Chiefs need a running back like that. But I'm just telling y'all, we gotta be very, very careful.
Okay, Swag. I'll play ball. If y'all don't take him, as much as I hate to say this, but I'm putting my NFL cap on. I
Okay.
could see him doing well with the bum Manders.
That's true. That's true.
Woo.
That's true. But like I said, we don't know. For 10 million, Brad Beach may bite. 10 million in the third round, or fourth round, he may bite. I mean,
That's not bad. That's not a bad deal right there.
Swag.
Why would he take a discount anyway?
Let me ask you this question, Swag.
Right,
Because
that's what I'm saying, Dylan. That's why I said I don't want it. I mean, like, go ahead.
He was a second round pick, bro.
Appreciate
He's trying to
the
get
gifts.
paid. He's a human. He gotta get his money first, and then he can start
Well,
taking
that's
this.
all right.
Yeah, but if he could go to a team like Kansas City that's got championship pedigree, why would you not take a little cut to go get you something?
Because
Okay, here's my
it's
Hey, you only
$8 million
24 years
more
old. You're
cap?
not an old running back.
Before we go on, James Cook got 12 million a year.
Correct.
Yeah, he'll probably get a little more than that.
oh, I thought he got 15 million.
Yeah, he got Alvin Kamara has like 12 mil right now.
Like
No,
12.
but swag. I'm sorry. I hear what you're saying. But he might be like, you know what? To win, I'll take 10 mil. I'm just saying if he.
That's what I'm saying.
Sign, let's go.
I already made my guess. Some people might think I'm crazy, and I've told Swag this. There's a guy who is wearing red and black. I think is like fits the personality of a Deuce Staley and that Andy Reid type offense. Tyler Algier. I think he will end up being a Kansas City Chief.
It's not going to be as expensive as Brees Hall either.
Dom been saying that all season.
You could get Algiers for like under
10
10
million and less. We good to go. We good to go.
Like no
I'm
lie.
moving on, Swag. I'm moving on.
Go ahead, Santana. Go ahead.
Now this one, Tim, I would love this for us. I would love this for us. I would love that for us.
There's no
I would love that for my Niners right now.
Come to the Niners. You can come to the Niners.
We need them to the Niners right now. We need linemen like yesterday.
Let me help y'all out. Y'all teeth may shine, y'all mouth may grit, but that boy ain't leaving Indianapolis. Y'all, we don't have to discuss that. And you're right, Brianna. Rashard White would be better. But I'm telling y'all right now, that boy is not going nowhere. We can argue till you're blue in the face. He ain't going nowhere.
Hey, Swag, I hear you.
But damn it, I want him on the Niners.
But this is still a business, baby.
No, Santana, I found our next offensive lineman. Santana, I found our next offensive lineman at the Senior Bowl, and he is an Iowa product, and his name is Jennings Dunker. Look up his film, check him out.
Oh shit!
I'll look him up.
I am telling you, dude. I did an interview with him. He was mollywopping dudes, and he said, "I don't care where you put me. You can put me a guard. You can put me a tackle." Just saying, I love it.
I'm telling y'all right now, that guy right there ain't going. He ain't even in there.
Okay, Swag. Okay, that's fine. I got other things in here that I like for my birds.
Let's go. I know you got your wish list. Go ahead. Ooh, now.
I think he's gonna retire a Buck.
To the senior citizen home. Senior citizen home. That's
maybe a senior citizen. That somebody should get first downs.
And he can get first downs and put up yards.
Like, I think he retires a Buck.
Yeah,
I think so too. But I could see somebody like Washington going after him.
No.
The way they've been bringing guys over.
Like I'm telling you right now, Washington will be a good fit. You know who y'all? This is what's scary.
What about Buffalo?
The Chargers.
Buffalo.
I'd like him on the Broncos, honestly.
I mean, like he's a first down, man. That's a walking first down.
Wait, who said Buffalo?
I did. I said, what about Buffalo?
No.
I wouldn't mind having him for.
him,
Look, we can't pay him all that money though.
I would not put him in that cold climax when he been in Florida for his whole career.
I think Mike Evans is going to retire.
Yeah, he's going to stay in Florida.
Yeah. Retire, Buck, man.
All right, on to the next one.
On to the
Swag,
next one.
You might like this one, Swag.
On to the next one. Ooh. Travis Etienne.
I think he's staying. I think he stays in
I think he's staying too.
If they smart, they would keep him.
Hey Tim, if he stays, how much?
I think he's right around 11.
Damn, Tim, I was about to say 12.
How old is Travis Etienne?
Give me 1 second.
Rookie deal. I think he's 24, right?
He's 23, 24, 25, I think. 25. I'm going with
They
25.
don't lie, y'all, but the Chiefs can get
Damn. Travis Etienne is 27.
Oh,
Oh, God.
27 years old.
Oh,
If
never
he's
mind.
27, if he's 27 years old, I don't want him.
No. Too old.
No, but the way the Jaguars traded away Tank Bigsby to the Eagles told me that he's their
And
guy.
he's 24. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I love that. We
So do
gotta
I.
keep him.
So that just tells me that they're locked in right now to stick with Etienne. Personal opinion. I think that he stays a Jag.
So there you go. We can move on
All right.
from Travis Etienne. That is very, very.
Swag, I like this for y'all too.
I do not.
No.
Come on, Swag.
I don't like it.
What's going on with Rasheed? Y'all need a receiver.
I don't care. This dude's inconsistent, and he made too many mistakes. And he wear that big ass helmet, and I don't like it.
That's not the helmet, Swag. That's the protective cover.
I know. I'm messing.
Hey, Swag, I knew we got that wide receiver coach. I mean, he could kind of fix that inconsistency that our Dobbs have.
I want Tyreek Hill.
No, Swag, we've been there, done that. No.
We don't know if we're gonna be the same, Swag.
No,
I don't like Romeo Dobbs for us, though. I don't.
Hey, he's what, 6'3", 6'4", tall, lanky.
Look. I want to say this. I need a number one, dude. And Romeo Dobbs is not a number one to me. I'm sorry. I need a number one. I need a true number one because we didn't have one since Tyreek Hill. Like so.
Okay.
That's
I need a true number one. I already got enough number two, so it's no.
So can you see Romeo Dobbs in like Buffalo, Tennessee?
Yep. I can see him Buffalo in Tennessee.
DC, the Commanders.
Yep, I can see him there too. He'll be great in those offenses.
Okay.
He should go to Kevin Ward, go to Tennessee.
Moving on.
Well, Green Bay should just resign him.
Ooh. They hurt too much for me.
I think he stays. I think he stays.
Yeah. I think he stays. He gets paid. They got money.
Yeah.
Especially what's the name hurt, so I think he stays. Charbonnet's hurt, so he stays.
We can move on from Kenny Walker because I can't see nobody else taking him other than Seattle. Oh, now we're talking. Now we're talking.
Come to the 49ers.
And he can come to Kansas City. How much y'all think?
Man, you ain't getting that guy. He's out of here, bro. Oh, you slick. Think you slick, bro?
Hey, look, King say if I give you we trade, I give you a receiver back.
Take Tyquan Thornton back. I'll take him.
Give you a receiver back. I like that guy. I like him. I mean, like, I have no idea why Jacksonville Jaguars let him go. I don't, but hey, I think he'll be great in Spag's defense.
He ain't going nowhere. He's gonna get a 2-year deal. Swag. Stop.
He said that to Brianna. I know we need Tyquan. I know, Brianna, but I like messing with King safe. So I don't know where he goes. What y'all think? Y'all think he stays?
If he doesn't
got
stay,
the money.
Swag, if he doesn't stay, just don't let Chicago get him. Please.
Oh shit.
Right. I like that. Let's name it that because whenever those boys get a defense, they might be something to be talked about.
And this is Kali, and this is why this is the direction I think y'all going.
No, thank you. I'll pass.
I think he going to the 49ers with his brother.
I don't know about that one.
I do.
He was good this year. Loki, you think the Bills keep him? Did he have like 5 forced fumbles?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How old is this brother?
As long as he knows he's not better than his brother, that's what he needs to know.
Joey's like 30. He's not even that old.
Yep, 30, right?
He can't stay on the field.
Joey Bosa will be 31 by the start of next season.
Facts.
I signed him a 1-year deal.
So no, but he's going to look. No, he's 100% looking for a multi-year deal because he balled out on a single-year deal with Buffalo, And he's going to be looking to get his final contract of his career. It's going to be a 3 to 4 year deal. He's going to hope for.
John Lynch, you better not do it, John Lynch.
And he was healthy this year.
Yep.
Thank you.
Don't do it, John Lynch.
Hey Tim.
I'm not
Tim,
sure.
these next two, Tim, we need to look into them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like Kobe Bryant?
Yeah, I want him.
And he can go back and forth, Tim. He can play safety or DB.
No, I know. Yeah, I mean, well, yeah. No, I watched Kobe Bryant. I was looking for him by the trade deadline before Seattle started their run. I thought that maybe they were going to move him.
Now, I ain't gonna lie about Kobe Bryant. I would love to have him. Sorry, I would. We need some
That's
leadership
why.
in the secondary.
That's why I said swag. If Reed can go, and Adoree can go, and Keely can go, if we can bring these next two people, I'm gonna show you swag. If we can bring one of them in, I'm happy. Him?
The Chiefs need to might want to look at him. How much y'all think he's gonna be asking for? All the money?
Top 5. He'll be top 5. Top 5 paid. So people don't understand what I mean when I say top 5. Top 5 in their position. So he's going to be looking top 5 for his position.
That's about 18 million, 20
Give or
million.
take. But that could be that could be swayed depending on guarantee money.
Well, you know what? It would make no sense for the Chiefs to do that because they let my boy go to Tennessee. So that is what it is. So I don't see him doing that.
Okay. All right, Tim, if we can't go here, I think this one will be a little cheaper for us.
Greg Newsom.
And we need him for a 2. Just for 2s.
Yeah, I think he'll be a perfect fit for Philadelphia. In that defensive scheme, he'll be a star.
Yeah, he would shine. He's not afraid to come up in the box and take care of stuff. I mean, he's similar. I mean, no, not saying he's the same, but he's similar to a CJ GJ in his style of play.
Yep.
Which fit perfectly with the Fangio defense.
I think that is as a Philadelphia Eagles if I ever seen one.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I think Duval resigns him to a bigger deal.
They got a lot of pieces they got to re-sign, man.
Look, Duval ain't got that much money. They got a lot of pieces.
Hey, Chum, stay out of this. We trying to get mind your business. God damn it, shit.
I think he's
swag.
Y'all got
Last but not least.
This should be the one that breaks the old boy.
Damn.
Oh boy. Now is Woolen gonna get top cornerback money?
Hell no.
Because swag, if they remember what we said, swag, they gotta pay K9. Sam Donald's gonna want some money. They can't pay Woolen and they can't pay Kobe Bryant and all these other pieces they gotta pay. Some gotta walk.
The real worry is
bonehead move that he made. When he made that bonehead move in the Rams game, that cornerback lit his ass up on the sideline.
he's gonna get 25 or 26 a year.
So if he's gonna get 25 or 26 a year, Dylan,
sure.
I don't know who he's gonna pay for. He gonna pay for the Raiders?
That boy Deron Bland's making like 24 a year, bro.
Yeah, that's right, DeMario. Yeah, yep. Rashid Shaheed's got to get paid too.
I mean, so yeah, but here's the problem. If you're really looking at Reek Woolen, tell me why you would pursue him versus going after somebody in the draft with how this class is looking.
Spoon is a
quality corner.
top 15 corner.
He's 6'4".
He's a freak athlete.
And he's fast as fuck.
He's just stupid. That's it. But
well, that's a big piece. That's a big piece. Being
but he's really good when he's not being stupid.
He's not even a starter though. Like I don't know why he'll get
Reek's a starter.
No,
he got demoted. Reek got
demoted.
demoted.
Got demoted for like 2 games in the middle.
No. That's a right now. He's like cornerback 3. I'm not going.
Yeah, he's like third cornerback.
Bro, they have
bro, we going by his play
Spoon
style.
plays the nickel. Spoon doesn't even. Spoon plays nickel. Reek's the first starter
if he's just a nickel corner, Tim, he ain't gonna want no 18 million.
No. Spoon's their nickel. Reek doesn't play nickel.
So he
got demoted. Reek is not the starter.
Let's see, bro.
Man, fuck being demoted or promoted, bro. What is his game like? That's what I'm looking at.
So here's the thing. The reason why we're saying that, Chum, is his game and where he sits at right now determines his money.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so out of 16 games this year, Tariq Woolen has been a starter for 7.
Look at his snap counts. That's what you have to look at. That's the only thing that really matters.
I'm looking low percentage. He's not. I mean, he's on the field.
So that
he played 78% of defensive snaps. He was a starter, bro.
But wait a minute. I'm asking you, Dylan. Was he listed as a starter?
No, but it's like the same thing in the NBA, bro. Like if your six man's playing 35 minutes a game, like he's pretty much a starter. Like we don't gotta.
Oh no, I understand that, but that don't determine his money. I'm talking about the money. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's the money. He's
gonna get paid. He had a great season this year. He had a better season than Spoon this year for sure.
So if y'all, so let me ask y'all a question. If y'all are GM for a team, y'all want to pay him $20 million a year?
He's getting more than that. He's gonna get more than Deron Bland.
I'll leave him alone.
I'm just asking. Okay, so
for 20 mil.
The market says the number one corner is worth 30 million. Do y'all give him
30 to 35 swag?
He's not gonna get that much. He'll probably get like 28, 29, or 20. He'll get in that high 20s range.
Dylan, who do you think will give him that?
Probably a lot of teams. I mean, he's a good quarterback.
I'm asking. I'm being sincere here. Can anybody if you get that much money?
Because swag. Yeah. I will tell you. The Seahawks got the money to pay him that. The Buccaneers got the money to pay him that.
Raiders, Titans, Cardinal. I mean, all the top cap teams have. The Patriots could pay him that money if they wanted.
So the Giants got money too, don't they?
Yeah.
I mean,
yes.
I mean, they should. They have a rookie contract.
So King say, do New England pay him that kind of money?
Hell no. No, we're good. We
right
draft
now the Giants only have 9 mil.
We draft cornerbacks around here, swag.
That's what I'm trying to tell everybody. I'm like, if you're gonna get this guy that much money as a free agent, I can go draft a cornerback. Probably has the same skills, may not have the same experience.
I don't know about the same physical traits.
Titans got 100 mil cap space, and you don't think Salah's going to want defense?
There you go.
Boom.
The Giants don't have no money.
Look,
they only got 9 mil. That ain't
put me in the big screen one more time, swag.
Yeah.
One more time, swag.
So Willie with the Jerry Sneed, that would be a good combination.
That's the Giants salary cap.
Yeah. They ain't got no money.
They broke.
And swag. Snead don't really play, man. So that wouldn't be a good.
So the Giants are broke. We better figure that out. All right. So listen, guys, straight up, if we go to Tennessee and Tennessee give him 27, 28 million, they just gave Snead 20-some million. I mean, like, okay. I mean, I feel y'all on that. But me personally, I'm going in the draft. I'm just saying right now, I'm going in the draft.
No one's gonna give him
go in the trenches, man. Build up.
Or better yet, I'll do the Great Beach Special. I'll find somebody on your practice squad.
But hey, that's where we got Tyquan Thornton.
That's where we got Tyquan Thornton. So guys, listen, check it out. Thank y'all so much for coming on the Swag Show, man. Every single morning at 9 a.m. we come and do our thing. I'm sorry, I'm not talking about the Super Bowl every single day for the simple reason that everybody's talking about the Super Bowl and the conversations are very, very stale. I want to talk about football and I want to talk about what's going on in football. And the bottom line is I see some general managers getting fired, some coaches being hired, all these different things. And I want to go over that. So please be over here tomorrow at 9 a.m. Santana, She's So Dope, A-Train, Chum, Dylan, King Safe, all you guys. This is your boy.
All right, bro.
All right, thank you for having me.
This non-casual podcast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or reused without the authorized written consent of the Not Move Podcast Network. Thank you, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.